United States Army Major Scott Smiley, known to his friends and family as Scotty, was born to serve. A star on his high school's state champion football team, Scotty followed his brother to West Point, graduating in 2003. Engraved on the inside of the new officer's class ring was his favorite Bible verse, "I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength." Spring 2005. Now Lieutenant Smiley was serving as a platoon leader in the northern Iraqi city of Mosul. The previous 2 years had seen triumphs and challenges, from graduating Ranger School to losing comrades in combat. By that spring, a major al-Qaeda operative had come to the area, terrorizing the citizens and attacking the Americans with dozens of car bombs. It was up to Lieutenant Smiley's battalion to locate and shut down his operation. On March 17, 2005, during a break in patrols, Scott Smiley sat down to a video conference with his wife Tiffany, safe at home thousands of miles away. As always, he was struck by her beauty and grace. This would be the last time he would ever look upon her face. April 6. The daily battalion intelligence report read the same as most days. Terrorists had suicide car bombs and were willing to use them. Lieutenant Smiley's platoon was ordered to locate these vehicle IEDs before they could be used to kill more innocents. Mounted in the gun turret in the lead vehicle of the Stryker convoy, Lieutenant Smiley noticed a suspicious vehicle off to the right, driving slowly with its backside dragging on the ground, a telltale sign of a car bomb. Slowly, the Stryker approached the vehicle until Smiley was close enough to make eye contact. He ordered the driver to get out, but was met with silence as the car inched its way across the road. Lieutenant Smiley fired a warning shot at the ground in front of the car. The driver stopped, raised his hands from the wheel, and turned to look blankly into Smiley's eyes. The vehicle again inched forward, Smiley firing another warning shot. Suddenly, there was a bright flash, massive explosion, and Scotty Smiley's world went black. He awoke 2 weeks later in a hospital bed in Washington, D.C. The blast had sent shrapnel through his face, leaving him grievously wounded. Evacuated from the battlefield to Germany and eventually to Walter Reed Hospital, his life was saved only through the dedication and skill of Army surgeons. All the while, gathered at his side, friends and family prayed for his life and for God to let Scotty be Scotty. Though alive, Scotty quickly realized the terrifying reality. The blast had left him fully blind and paralyzed on one side. Fear soon turned to anger. Anger at the Army, at God, at himself. He was no longer a soldier or a leader, no longer Scotty. In time, he would regain the use of his limbs, but his blindness was permanent, and bitterness became part of his new reality. However, the love of his wife, family, and friends remained. Through his grueling rehab and adjustment to his new normal, their devotion began to soften his heart. 7 months after being wounded, while on a trip to Hawaii and in need of an escape, Scotty convinced a friend to take him surfing, a sport he'd never tried, even when he could see. To his surprise, he was a natural. Maybe the old athlete was still there. Maybe Scotty was still Scotty. Surfing turned into skydiving, and skydiving became mountain climbing. He even summited 14,000-foot Mount Rainier. Scotty Smiley began to realize that though his world was different, it was not impossible, that he could do all things through Christ, and that Scotty was still Scotty. In the days following his wounds, the Army began to process Scotty's medical retirement. But Scotty Smiley was born to serve and still had something to give. With the support of his wife and friends, Scotty would eventually return to active duty, the first blind officer in United States Army history. Scotty Smiley retired as a major in 2015. That same year, he completed the toughest competition in sports, the Ironman Triathlon. His story, like the stories of so many fellow wounded warriors, offers a constant reminder that through the darkest times when all seems forsaken, there always remains a hope unseen.